Hey, 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 hey. Oh. In celebration of 50 years of hip-hop, Rosenberg came with the idea to create a list of 50 songs to figure out the greatest 50 hip-hop songs of all time. You can vote at hot97.com/top50. The list is pretty good. I ain't gonna hold you. There's some things on there that are questionable, without a doubt. I expected this to be worse, but nonetheless, this week, Rick Ross Hustlin' and International Players Anthem from UGK and Outkast actually make the final list. But you have records like Paid in Full, Nas If I Ruled the World, Biggie Juicy, Through the Wire, Kanye West, Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5, The Message, Nas, New York State of Mind, J. Cole, No Role Models, Mos Def, Miss Fat Booty, Wu-Tang Clan, Cream, Farside Runnin', Benita Applebum, Tribe Called Quest, So Appalled, Kanye, Jay-Z, RZA, and others. M.O.P. Annie Up Remix. Special Ed, I Got It Made is on the list. Hove, Where I'm From is on the list. Story of OJ from Hove is on the list. Wu-Tang Clan Triumph. Slick Rick Children's Story. Lil' Kim, Big Mama Thing, Notorious B.I.G., One More Chance. I mean, it's a pretty damn good list. 50 Cent in the Club, Dougie Fresh, Lottie Dottie, Mobb Deep, Shook Ones, Meek Mill, Dreams and Nightmares, Wu-Tang Clan, Method Man, DMX, Rough Riders Anthem. I mean, the list is kind of solid.
No, it's solid. I mean, there are a few that are
I skipped over some of the questionable ones. NWA Straight Outta Compton, Eminem Lose Yourself, Nas Made You Look Remix, LL Cool J Roundaway Girl, Black Star Respiration. Hell, even Bobby Shmurda.
Come on.
Made the list. But this week we submit 2 more records. Last week was the South, because we wanted to make sure that I was represented. And this week is the West. The West Coast.
West Side.
The West Side Classics.
West Side.
West Side.
Who got the #1 slot to submit? Laura Stylez.
That would be me.
Let's go.
Okay, let's kick things off with this one. This record is a strong record that as soon as it drops, everybody knows. Just everybody knows what time it is. It was the lead single of Dre's debut solo album, The Chronic. I went with this. Nothing but a J thing.
Had to. It had to. It was only right.
It's so nice.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the dope, ready to make an entrance, so back on up.
Before I have to pull the strap out the cut.
Give me the microphone first.
So I can bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, now you know you in trouble. Cause ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. 2 loped up G's, so we crazy. Death Row is the label that pays me. Unfadable, so please don't try to fake this.
Hell
But
yeah.
back to the lecture at
The hell yeah rings back.
Perfection is perfected, so I'm glad I'm understanding. From a young G's perspective. And before we dig at a trick, I have to find a contraceptive. You never know, she could be earning her man and learning her man. Then at the same time burning her man. Now if she burning, I'ma chill for a minute. Cause ain't no loving good enough to get burned while I'm up in it.
Yeah.
And that's realer than real deal, Holyfield. And now you hookers and hoes know how I feel. Well, if it's good enough to get off a proper chunk, I take a small piece of some of that funky stuff. It's like this and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and it's like this and like that and like this and Drake creep to the mic like a fan.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got kept, cause my people kept peeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before. With a producer who can rap and control the maestro. At the same time with the dope rhyme that I kick. You know and I know I throw some more funky shit to add to my collection. The selection symbolizes dope. Take a toke but don't choke. If you do, you have no clue of what me and my homie Snoop Dogg came to do.
It's like this and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and it's like this.
And we ain't got no love for those.
So just chill till the next episode.
Yo, the day after that record came out in the 90s, I had never heard that original before. When I heard the Leon Haywood, what that's originally from, it is literally just a loop.
Yeah, it's the same exact joint.
It's the same,
drums, everything.
Everything. They might have added some 808s to it to make
bit.
something to make it
A lot of those
bigger.
Dre records are like that.
Genius.
And your mind's kind of blown when you're like, wow, that's the record?
Right. I mean, that's hip hop. Laura, what's your second?
Okay, my
submission?
second pick was from one of the most important people from that represents the West. I'm gonna go represents the West. 'cause,
Represents the West.
But I had no business rapping these lyrics when I was this young.
No.
No business. But I went with this one because I love this record. I went with Tupac, I Get Around.
Fire.
Oh, yeah.
I get around. Still climb with the underground when we come around.
I actually get sad when I hear this song. Why? Because there's only one person still alive on it.
Stronger than ever.
Money B, yeah.
Back to get wrecked. All respect to those who break their neck to keep their hoes in check. Cause they sweat a brother majorly. And I don't know why your girl keeps paging me. To tell me that she needs me. Cries when she leaves me. And every time she sees me, she squeeze me. Baby, take it easy. Hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't want it if it's that easy. Hey yo, bust it. Baby, got a problem saying bye-bye. Just another hazard of a fly guy. Your ass wide don't matter. My pockets got fatter. Now everybody's looking for the ladder. Yeah. And ain't no need in being greedy. If you wanna see me down, I'll leave a number, baby, when you need me. And I'll be there in a jiffy. Don't be picky, just be happy with this quickie. But when you learn, you can't time it down, baby doll. Check it out. I get around. What you mean you don't know? Check it go. I get around. The underground just don't stop for hoes. I get around. Still down with the underground climb. Around they go. I get around. Yeah. Hey yo, shot. Let them hoes know.
Now you can tell from my everyday fits. I ain't rich, so cease and desist with them tricks. I'm just another black man caught up in the mix. Trying to make $1 out of 15.
A dime and a nickel.
I'm a freak, don't mean that we can hit the sheets. Maybe I can see that you don't recognize me. I'm Shot G, the one who put the satin on your panties. Never knew anyone that could share me. I get
What's up, love? How you doing?
Right.
Well, I've been hanging, singing, trying to do my thing. Oh, you heard that I was banging your homegirl you went to school with. That's cool, but did she tell you about her sister and your cousin? Thought I wasn't. See, weekends was made for Michelob.
Michelob.
So Monday.
That's the only Michelob hip hop shop. Is it? It might be.
Might be.
It on the down low, long as you know that I get around.
Yo, that's crazy.
Long as you know.
I think Michelob was the first beer my mom let me have.
Michelob.
Michelob.
Wow.
That definitely might be the only Michelob hip hop shout out of all time.
People listening right now don't even know what Michelob is.
Oh
Is that- is it still for sale?
Yeah. Michelob Ultra.
You could buy that?
Oh, yeah.
It was a big deal.
That really might be my favorite Tupac song, to be honest. I know
Really?
it's. I think it always stayed my favorite
Great
one.
song.
It doesn't get old.
It does not.
It
And
doesn't
those-
get old. The way the bounce of it, the movement of it, the rhymes.
But I
it
always
doesn't get
wonder
old.
whether like people who came along later understood that when that song came out, Tupac in no way was anything like the Tupac that you know him of
Right.
now. He was just the guy with Digital Underground who had dropped his first single.
Yeah,
That's
this
it.
is pre-Juice.
Or one of his first singles, like his third single, whatever.
That's
it was.
what made Tupac
That was
so interesting.
That was
though.
third single, second album.
Or is it first?
This one's from '92, I think.
Or is it the first single off his second album? It's
That's
from
what I'm
Strictly.
saying.
It's the first single off Strictly.
the second album.
Yeah.
Because on the first album, you had Brenda's Got a Baby
Yeah.
No, and he had Trapped.
and Trapped. Yeah.
This is
So he was
off Strictly.
conscious and sticking up for women, and then this is like, I'm a player.
I'm honestly, but
I'm tapping a few things out here. I get it right.
Yeah. He was a complex individual.
Who's up second?
Those are my two records.
That would be me.
Fire.
Cast 1.
good
All right,
Cast
Casto.
Uno.
Yeah, I'm following Laura. You know, she played that Dr. Dre record, which was like, it was kind of like the beginning of the G-Funk era, right?
Sure
Kinda
was.
like-
Absolutely. Wasn't it? G-Funk wasn't even a thing.
Right.
Gangsta Funk?
so
G-Funk?
that was like the beginning. The song that I picked kind of cemented G-Funk and what it was. Of course, I went with Warren G, Nate Dogg.
I love this record. People hate it, but I love it.
Regular.
I think the only person you know that hates it is me.
It's Ebro. Yeah, I'm gonna say, most people love this.
Ebro.
Most people love this song.
You're wrong.
Yeah,
I love Warren G. I love this
I'm in
DJ.
between.
I love it all.
I'm both.
I love it and hate it.
This song is
Because it's like, It was a clear black night.
A clear white moon.
It's almost like a
on the
spoof.
streets trying to consume some skirts for the
That's why I hate
so
it.
I could get some phones rolling in my ride.
But it's a classic.
All alone.
Just hit the east side of the LBC on a mission trying to find Mr. Warren G. Seen a car full of girls, ain't no need to tweak. All of you skirts know what's up with 213.
So I hooked select on 2-1 and Lewis. Some brothers shooting dice, so I said, let's do this. I jumped out the ride and said, what's up? Some brothers pulled some gas, so I said, I'm stuck.
These girls peeping me.
Why would you
I'm
get out the
obliged
car
to
and play
swerve.
dice
These
with
hookers
random
looking so
people?
hard, they straight hit the curve. Want to bigger, better things than some
How would
corny
you do
tricks.
that?
I see my homie and some suckers all in his mix.
I'm getting jacked, I'm breaking myself.
Yeah.
I can't believe they taking Warren's wealth. They took my rings, they took my Rolex. I looked at the brother, said, damn, what's next?
They got my homie hemmed up and they all around. Can't none of them see him if they going straight down for pound. They wanna come up real quick before they start to clown. I best pull out my strap and lay them busters
They got
down.
guns to my head, I think I'm going down. I can't believe it's happening in my own town.
If I had wings, I
would
could
fly. Let me contemplate. I glance in the cut and I see
Here comes
my
Nate
homie
Dogg.
16 in the clip and 1 in the hole. Nate Dogg is about to make some bodies turn cold. Now they dropping and yelling, it's a tad bit late. Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate.
See that?
Oh my God.
R.I.P. Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg was so special.
Nate Dogg came to the rescue as he did with many songs.
B, how do you make a hip hop sound like an opera?
Yeah.
That's
A
Nate
murder.
Dogg, fam.
And make it sound good.
Lay them busters down.
It's like
Nate Dogg is about to make somebody's turn cold.
Yo, next stop is the East Side
Motel.
it's
Come
a
on,
mix
man.
of like it's a mix
It's
of
opera. It's definitely opera.
Come on, man.
opera and soft rock and hip hop.
Yep.
So good.
But that's what makes it hip hop is that it brought elements together.
Right.
But there are lines that are like, okay.
But it worked at the time, and it
No, no,
worked
no,
for
it
the
was-
song.
it was
still
not-
here. Still hear
and
it.
the beat that they've looped in there is such a classic that you can't. What's your second submission there?
Speaking about beats that they looped and are just a classic, man. This guy has been in the news lately because people have been fixing their face to say he's not a great hip hop storytelling writer.
Man.
Who?
I mean, you gonna play yourself like that?
Come on.
That's why you told me it was taken. Yo,
I
you was
took
cheating.
it.
That was inside
I
trading.
took it.
Yo,
I took it.
And he was like, yo, it's
I
taken.
took
You
it.
can't. Nah,
I took
can't.
it.
Nah, I can't.
I took it, bro. I picked this one.
It's all first.
Everybody wanted it.
I just wanted it in there.
It's in there.
Just waking up in the morning, gotta
Ice Cube.
thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd. No barking from the dog, no small. And mama cooked the breakfast with no hum. I got my grub on, but didn't pig out. Finally got a call from a girl I wanna dig out. Hooked it up for later as I hit the dough. Thinking, will I live another 24? I gotta go, cause I got me a drop top. And if I hit the switch, I can make the ass drop. Had to stop at a red light, looking in my mirror, not a jacker in sight, and everything is alright. I got a beat from Kim, and she could do it all night. Called up the homies and I'm asking y'all, which part are y'all playing basketball? Get me on the court and I'm troubled. Last week messed around and got a triple-double. Freaking brothers every way like MJ. I can't believe today was a good day.
So the conversation Cash One was talking about was an argument between Tony Yayo
Yeah. And EFN.
and EFN on Drink Champs between Biggie and Ice Cube, which I was like, I don't even know if you could compare. Like, I don't even.
It was
It's
literally
different.
all it was EFN saying his favorite was Ice Cube.
That's
Over
it.
Biggie.
And Yayo, but it started out as him just saying it's his number one.
Right.
And then Yayo just being funny and drunk was being Yayo, just yelling at him like, what, how? And it was just a really funny argument.
Right.
It wasn't really based in any disrespect either direction.
Right. But then it became disrespectful because random people were saying that Ice Cube was not a good rapper and not a
Right.
good
They're
So
story.
that's the
wild.
internet for you.
They're wild.
Well, because they think Ice Cube is We Be Clubbing.
Right.
Yep. And you can do it, put your ass into it.
Yeah. And that was definitely not the Ice Cube that we all fell in love with from NWA and America's Most Wanted and Death Certificate and so many other things.
But this right here, this is forever timeless.
Classic, forever.
I still maintain no one keeps track of their basketball stats when they're playing pickup basketball like that.
Oh, no, we do.
Now,
What?
Oh, we do.
Really?
What did he say?
hit the court and I'm trouble. Last week I picked up a triple-double?
Yeah, if you play with the same people all the time, you're going to talk
fair
that
enough.
talk.
That's true.
Triple-double is still a reach, so I'd be like, I want to see the numbers.
Triple-double, 10, 10, and 10. It's like easy.
I don't think people keep assists.
Nobody
keeps assists. Nobody's keeping assists.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about that is Ice Cube's son coming out later and confirming that Ice Cube is still married to the woman in the song.
Oh, wow.
She can all night. That was his mom.
Yes.
I got a beat from Kim.
Yo, and he says that when they perform it, he's on stage. He doesn't say the name. He doesn't say her name.
Because that's his mom.
Because that's his mom.
That's crazy.
And by the way, he should say it loud and proud.
Right.
It's the line after. I got a beat from Kim is cool.
And she can all night.
You don't
But
wanna
that's
hear
your
that about
wife.
your mom?
No, but he's not the one performing. It's
Right,
Cube.
right,
Why
right,
would
but-
Cube mute it?
Well, how you think you
No,
got
because
here,
his
sir?
son's on stage.
How-
and you know it
Your
makes his
son's
son
dead.
feel
Yeah,
weird.
you don't want to hear that about
Yeah,
your
but
mom.
then also the part
So
is that later
funny.
he goes to visit Kim in the song, and then it gets a little bit
Yeah.
explicit. That's the part. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's he say later? What happened?
Stop.
Stop,
Come on,
Shawty.
I can make
All right.
the ass drop, that whole part?
No.
No. That's he's
keep
talking
going.
about the car. That was a car. He's talking
Okay,
about.
so what's the thing that he...
All right,
We'll
you
get
can
back.
look
We'll
it
get
up
back.
later.
How about
Okay.
third submission? Let's go to the third submission, which is me. The two submissions today. Let's start with that classic off Doggy Style.
Dinning in it.
Has to be.
Yeah, it has to be.
So many good ones.
Steady long. Steady long.
Come on.
Yo, this one right here.
Dinning in it.
Snoop getting his hair braided on the steps.
Yeah.
Classic.
Pittsburgh Penguins jersey that says Gin and Juice 93 on the back.
Sitting on the bike handle.
With so much drama in the LBC, it's kinda hard being Snoop D-O-double-G. But I somehow, some way, keep coming up with funky ass hits like every single day. May I kick a little something for the G's and make a few ends as I breeze through. 2 in the morning and the party still jumping cause my mama ain't home. I got some freaks in the living room getting it on and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. So what you gonna do? I got a pocket full of rubbers and my homeboys do too. So turn off the lights and close the door.
But for what?
We don't love them now. Yeah. So we gon' blow an ounce to this. G's up, freeze up for a second now, bounce to this.
Yo, it dawns on me now when I hear Snoop Dogg and these classics how slick Rick it was.
Right. Yes.
The level of storytelling and the vivid
Ad-libs.
imagery and the ad-libs.
It was on.
The whole record is Slick Rick.
Laid
I never thought about that.
I mean, that's why he covers Slick Rick on his album.
I got me some Sickums gin. Everybody got their cups, but they ain't chipped in. Now these types of things happen all the time. You gotta get yours, but fool, I gotta get mine.
Hey,
Everything
Tupac.
is fine when you're listening
Exactly.
to the D.O.G. I got to cultivate the music that be captivating.
MC Breed,
Who
bro.
listen
That's a
to
classic.
the words that I speak as I take me a drink to the middle of the street and get back into this chick named Sadie. She used to be my homeboy's lady.
Oh, that trick.
80 degrees when I tell her trick, please don't bump these in UTs, cause you get none of these.
At ease.
As I mob with the dog pound, feel the breeze. So
Biatch.
you know I'm just.
That drop is great.
No, and you remember when Biggie did the do real things,
Yeah.
and they keep bringing this
Yeah.
back.
They be like, yes.
It's the best to bring back.
Yeah, it's the best.
All right, so that's I'm third today, and that was my first submission. My second submission is one of them ones.
Oh, was one of the ones?
It's one of them ones.
'Cause that's one of
You
them
said your favorite Tupac was I Get Around. This might be
Okay.
my favorite Tupac.
I won't deny you. I'm a straight rider. You don't wanna give up me.
Come on.
Got the police busting that boom, but they can't do nothing to us.
He ain't clear that.
sued.
He ain't clear that. He ain't clear that. He said, I don't care. Put it in.
They get down for me, but they can't constantly cheat. I'm spending money over bitches. Higher.
This beat is so stupid.
That's Dillinger.
My ambitions as a rider. My ambitions as a rider. So many battlefield scars while driven in plus cars. This life is a rap star. It's nothing without God. Was born rough and rugged. Addressing the man public. My attitude is those motherfuckers love it to be a soldier. Must maintain composure at ease. Don't like it's complicated. Only what you make it to be. And mom's and shit as a rider. The catch her while she hot and horns go up inside her. Then I spit some game in the ear. Go to the express it. I'm a rhyme though, clown hoes like it's mandatory. No guts, no glory, my nigga, got the game distorted. Now it's on and it's on because I said it's on. Can't trust the bitch in the business, so I got with Dan, bro. Now these money hungry, they're getting suspicious. Started plotting and planning on the scheme to come and trick us. But thugs ain't be on point and game tight. Recycling Bogart, strapped up the same night. Got problems, then handle it myself, leave me. These niggas jealous, deep when they off, they wanna be.
Love this song.
And now you got me right beside you. Hoping you listen, I catch you paying attention to my ambitions as a rider.
I said my attitude is effort. Cause mother effers love it.
It was my only wish to rise above these jealous coward motherfuckers.
West Coast was the focus today for the submissions for the greatest 50 hip-hop songs of all time. That was the third set of submitted tracks. We are 6 in. We go to the fourth person now, I believe, is Rosenberg.
It is me.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to say, when you guys referenced I Gotta Get Mine earlier by MC Breed, if Breed was from the West Coast, I would have taken that.
Yeah.
It's one of my. I play that record all the time, but it's not. It's a Breed record. He's from Michigan. It didn't feel right.
Love that song.
Right.
It's very hard to pick.
It's very hard to pick, and but I wanted to go to some place that wouldn't be my gut place to go to. But when this song rings, it's such a forever song. In fact, it played at the wedding the other day, and I remember Natalie was there with one of her best friends ever. I was like, this record makes people so happy. It's a Yay area classic, a modern classic, from the Yay area.
Had to be.
I thought about this too, Rosenberg. I'm not gonna front.
Produced by Lil Jon.
Yeah.
It still rings so hard.
Crazy.
Yes.
I go on and on. Can't understand how I last so long. I must have superpowers. Rap 225,000 hours. Get it crackin', lady, do the math. I made 1,000 songs that made you move, yeah. And for the last 300 months, I made 16 albums with me on the front. And they bump. Where you get your beats? I heard 93 rappers say like me.
Facts.
2 singers and 10 comedians, and I'm still gonna yell it every time you see me in.
Facts.
What's my favorite word? Yeah. Why they gotta say it like short? Yeah. You know they can't play on my court, can't hang with the big dogs, stay on the porch. Blow the whistle.
This thing was ringing so crazy, Hov had to jump on it.
Ringing so crazy, Drake had to redo it.
Where you get that from? Grab a mic, spit one. Let me hit that MC 8 Ball and MJG.
Yeah.
Spitting that P to the IMP.
Here we go. Shout out.
Bun B, that's Texas, baby. Ballin' G, that's Memphis, baby. Short Dog, that's Oakland, baby. Ain't nothing but pimpin' these days, G. My nigga C got
I started to wear my Ricky Henderson jersey today too. And should have rocked that.
Give a what you say. Short Dog with UGK.
Hard.
Fire.
So fire.
Still plays today.
That put a smile on my face, that song.
Yeah.
To this
Every
day.
time.
Good pick, Rosenberg.
Thank you. This song here, I've said it many times before, and I'm gonna say it again. First of all, it's hard to come back when there's this much hype for you. When there's that, when everyone's literally, it's the most hyped thing humanly possible. It's so hard to come back. And you're gonna come back to the same method that worked the first time. Yet, somehow, they not only came back, they made, in my opinion, the most technically perfect rap beat ever created.
Technically perfect. I don't even know what that means.
It's perfect. Just listen. It's perfect. It's everything about it. Dre just
cinematic. It's big.
Guess who's back?
Drums,
the
hard.
strings.
It's Hov.
It's written by Hov.
Scott Storch.
Right.
Scott Storch. He's got everybody.
Snoop.
It's still Dre Day. AK. Though I've grown a lot, can't keep it home a lot. Cause when I frequent the spots that I'm known to rock, you hear the bass from the truck when I'm on the block. Ladies, they pay homage, but haters say Dre fell off. How? My last album was The Chronic. They wanna know if he still got it. They say raps changed. They wanna know how I feel about it.
You ain't up on pain.
Dr. Dre is the name, I'm ahead of my game. Still puffin' my leaf, still with the beats. Still not loving police. Still rock my khakis with a cuff and a crease. Still got love for the streets, reppin' 213. Still the beats bang, still doing my thing. Since I left, ain't too much change.
Still, I'm representing for them gangsters all across the world.
Still,
hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
Still, taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the DRE.
Representing for them gangsters all across the world.
Still,
hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
Still, taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the DRE. Since the last time you heard from me, I lost some friends.
Well, hell.
Me and Snoop, we dipping again. Kept my ear to the streets. Signed Eminem. He's triple platinum, doing 50 a week. Still, I stay close to the heat. And even when I was close to defeat, I rose to my feet. My life's like a soundtrack, I wrote to the beat. Street rap like Cali weed, I smoke till I'm sleep. Wake up in the AM, compose a beat. I bring the fire till you're soaking in your seat. It's not a fluke, it's been tried, I'm the truth. Since turn out the lights from the world-class wrecking crew, I'm still at it, after mathematics. In the home of drive-bys and acmatics. Swap meets, sticky green and bad traffic. I dip through, then I give you the DRE.
I'm representing for them gangsters all across the world.
Still.
Joint still rings so crazy.
Still.
And is there a more
Amazing.
fun song to blast in a car, though?
Still.
That joint feels so good.
Yeah, blow the whistle, actually.
Really? You'd rather blast blow the whistle in a
I
car?
would. In a car.
It just
If I'm
depends
dri-
on your mood. They're both
I'm
so
not
good
paying.
and different.
Boom, the boom, the boom, boom. Come on.
All right, the fifth submitter.
All right,
Yes.
Shani, where
Shani
you at?
Culture.
I mean that.
Where you at?
Shani Barnett.
Barnett.
The black Captain Jack Sparrow.
I mean that. Yo, apparently we was all on the same page because you cannot talk West Coast without talking to God. So let's just hit the joint. It's just, he's got so many.
So many.
He does.
And if you're going to talk West Sia for Leah, it's Dre.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
Yo, this is so crazy.
You know what I'm
You got Crip Walk to this.
And I don't even know
You
how.
don't. Nah, you shouldn't do that.
And he shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
You don't.
I mean, but they do. They do.
Put something in there. Put it in there. Yeah. Sup, Snoop?
Top dog, bite them all, yeah, I'm burning it up. DPGC, you should be turning it up. CPT, LBC, yeah, we hooking back up. And when they bang this in the club, baby, you got to get up. Cuz homies, thug homies, yeah, they giving it up. Low life, yo life, boy, we living it up. Taking chances while we dancing in the party for show. Slip my girl a 44 when she crept in the back door.
Yeah.
Chickens looking at me strange,
And
but
you
you
know
know
I
I don't
don't
care.
care.
Step up in this mother, just a swing in my hair. Trick, quit talking, quick walk if you down with the set. Take a bullet with some grip and take the smoke on the jet. Out of town, put it down for the father of rap. And if you happen to get cracked, trick, shut your trap. Come back, get back, that's the part of success. If you believe in the S, you'll be relieving the stress.
Yo, Rosenberg, this might give your perfect
Still
hip hop
DRE.
beat thing for a run for its money. This beat is fire.
so dramatic.
It's right there. It's right there.
It's the one and only DRE.
Dr. Dre.
You know I'm mobbing with the D.O. Double G. Straight off them killer streets of CPT. King of the beach, you ride to him in your fleet. Wood, the field rolling on dubs. How you feel? Whoop-de-whoop. Whoa! Snoop hitting colors in the night. With Doc in the back, sipping on yak.
Oh, yeah.
Clipping all the amps, dipping through hood.
What hood?
Compton,
Long Beach.
Inglewood. South Central out to the west side.
West side.
This California love, this California bug. Got your boy a gang of pub. I'm on one, I might bell up in the Century Club. With my jeans on, and my team strong. Get my drink on, and my smoke on. Then go home with something to poke on. Locust song for the 2 triple O. Coming real, it's the next episode.
Can't really cut it off, man.
You can't.
Can't.
Hold up. Hey,
They dog to the rescue again.
we don't play. We gon' rock it till the wheels fall off. Hold up. Hey, well my who be acting too bold. Take a seat. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey, smoke every day.
You don't have to edit it anymore, I don't think.
I know it's just how it is.
That's it. It's smoke
how
weed
it
every
is.
day.
Yeah.
Pick up all my ganja, man. And listen,
That song right
when you
there.
think West Coast, a lot of gangster rap. But one of the fly things about hip hop too, especially around the 90s and early hip hop, it was cool to be vulnerable. It was okay to be like, I got played. You know what I'm saying? So we can't talk West Coast either without this type of sound and energy on the West Side.
Passing me by.
Of course.
Ugh, yes, my
You know what I'm
heart.
saying? You can't win all the time.
Nope.
Cannot.
But hip hop now, it's like, I never take a L.
I was like, he's either gonna go I wish or pass me by.
I'm glad he didn't go Skila.
Me too.
I'm glad.
It was the
Me
right-
too.
It's a fun song,
It
but
is
it was
fun.
the right decision.
Originally produced by Quincy Jones. There we go.
Now in my younger days, I used to sport a shag. When I went
You know,
to
this
school,
got
I
Jimi
carried
Hendrix in it
lunch
too,
my
though.
bag. When
It's
the
too
apple
simple.
for my teacher, 'cause I knew I'd get a kiss. Always got
It's Are You
fed. When the
Experienced
class was dismissed,
and the
when
Quincy
it
Jones.
was a session,
Jay
I always
Swift on
had a
production.
question. I would raise my hand to make a stand, 'cause through my desk and help me with my problem. It was never much. Just a trick to spell a shit. I try to sneak a touch.
Oh, wow, I wish I could hold her hand and give her a hug. She was married to a man, he was a thug, his name was Lee. But see, he picked her up from school probably at
3 o'clock.
I was on her job, yes indeedy.
I wrote graffiti on the bus. First I write her name, then carve a bus with
My name last, looking glass. I seen her yesterday, but still I had to let her pass.
He crying right here. He crying.
Damn.
It's one of those records too that everybody skated on it, bro. All of them just went.
The way he crying on the chorus, like.
She keeps up bad.
Here we go.
When I dream of fairy tales, I think of me and Shelly. Then she's my type of hype, and I can't stand what brothers tell me. That I should quit chasing and look for something better. But the smile that she shows makes me a go-getter. I haven't gone as far as asking if I could get with her. I just lay love by ear and hope she gets the picture. I'm shooting for her heart, got my finger on the trigger.
She could be my
broad,
and I could be her.
But all I could do is stay up. We used to kiss when we played Truth or Dare. Now she more sophisticated, highly educated. Overrated. I think I need a prayer to get in a book, and it looks rather dry.
I guess a twinkle in her eye is just a twinkle in her eye.
Although she's crazy stepping, I'll try and stop the stride, cause I won't have no more of this
Passing me by.
For me to voice my opinion, can be pretending she didn't have me.
Sprung like a chicken.
To my tail like a doggy, she was kind of like a star. Thinking I was like a fan.
Damn, she looked good.
But inside she had a man.
She was a
Booty too.
A nickel poo.
She told me soon your little birdie's gonna fly the coop.
Yo, you gotta play this whole joint.
I
man.
do. I do.
I proved to be a better man.
Damn. Cause what?
Drums perfect, horns perfect,
Baseline hard.
rhymes perfect,
Yeah, this is a perfect record.
sustainability perfect.
Fat Lip bodies this verse.
Right.
And you have to get to this last verse.
You have to. Here we go. Breakdown.
Hey.
Breakdown perfect. I mean, come on.
That's your They don't do breaks no more.
And then she goes again, the dopest Ethiopian. Shout out to Africa.
Whenever she happens to walk by, no, it's the apple of my eye. Overlook and disregard my feelings no matter how much I try. Wait, no. Why did not really pursue my little princess with persistence? Or so low she got you unaware of my existence from a distance. I desired her, secretly admired her, wired her a letter.
And it say,
My dear, my dear, my dear, you do not know me, but I know you very well. Let me tell you about the feelings I feel for you when I try. Or make some sort of attempt. I simp. Damn, I wish I wasn't such a wimp. Cause then I would let you know that I love you so. And if I was your man, then I would beat you. The only lying I would do is in the bed with you. And I'm sincerely the one who loves you dearly. P.S. love me tender. The letter came back 3 days later.
return to sender.
Damn.
Damn.
The letter came back 3 days later.
Yo, there's a lot of good choices this week, man.
So
A lot of good
Yo, the audience is asking for 3 votes. They want to up their voting.
This one is really hard. I got
Return to sender.
Damn.
So